This is week 3, first day, and I was quite satisfied with what I've done today. I read 45 pages of book I finished. I think now it's the 5th book, and so tomorrow I'm going to start my 6th book. I also did some notes of a podcast that I listened to about basically muscle growth and training, specific detailed information, like basically the science behind it. And of course, practice on piano. And actually, I forgot about the fact that today I didn't have any lecture. I mean, of course, I'm supposed to have them, but it's just today there's some kind of workshop going on, and so all the lecturers, they went to that workshop, and at least I don't have that. My schedule is not normal. So basically, I go the entire day just by myself and working and being productive and taking some break and, relaxing, get some sunlight and stuff, which was really nice. I'm really satisfied with what I've done today. There's actually another lecture that I'm supposed to go, and I don't know if I'm gonna go. I don't know if it actually is gonna be there because of the workshop, or maybe this lecture is gonna happen. If it doesn't happen, then I'm just gonna head back home. But in general, it was nice, and I'm excited for tomorrow because again, tomorrow I've got gym, and yes, this is always exciting. So see you tomorrow.
So there has been a bit of an update because this is the second day, but I was paying attention to working out and doing other stuff. I forgot to record. Yeah, I kind of forgot about the fact that I had to vlog it down, so I'm just gonna talk about what I did. I think I read like 60 pages of book, which was pretty nice. And then I talked with a new friend that I met yesterday, which is also pretty nice. And on top of that, I'm actually gonna go to work out now, so I'm not gonna be able to record anything because there's actually gonna be a lot of people in there. Except for that, there's not really much going on. I had one lecture today, and except for that, I did some practice and recorded some courses for the community, and nothing else, to be honest. So I think I'll just see you tomorrow.
Today is Wednesday, and honestly, today I was just focusing on mainly practicing. There's not much other than that. I did some notes, I read some books, but it was mainly focusing on trying to finish my piano concerto and also the other piece that I wanted to finish. Also did some workout, and actually surprisingly, I made some new friends during the workout. Well, it's supposed to be a lecture. It was like a PE lesson, and we had some free time, so every time when there was free time, I would basically just work out. And during the session, it was pretty nice that I met some new friends. And honestly, I thought that I was not going to be able to make any friends within the first 2 weeks. I really thought, but maybe life was just gave me something out of pitifulness. But I'm not complaining. I'm still going to take it. And that's for today. There's not really much. I think tomorrow I'll try to vlog more about what's going on and stuff. But it's kind of difficult because once you really focus on doing the work, just forget about everything else, especially vlogging it down. We will see. So today is Friday, and unfortunately on Thursday I couldn't actually vlog it down. There was a couple of reasons, but basically for some reason I was super exhausted. I wanted to go to bed around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I don't know why, but on Thursday, unfortunately, I couldn't get any vlog footage. But today I got something, and I basically did some reading as always, and I did a workout session, which I absolutely destroyed my body because the next workout session would be in Tuesday, and so that's a couple days later, and so I gotta make sure that I get the most out of this session, and then so during this time I can just recover and also basically progress efficiently. On top of that, I also had a very tough decision to make, but I made it. I basically deactivated the school community that I created because I don't have enough time to focus on creating something that is not free of charge. It's actually something that I'm charging people for, and I feel like it's not enough. I feel like it's not enough for the price that I'm charging, and so right now I don't have enough time to create more value for it. I'm creating contents on here and also on short form content platform like Instagram, TikTok, and also for the other accounts. And on top of that, uni study that I have to pass. So basically it's just a bunch of work, and I have limited amount of time and energy.
So I decided to put that on the side for a bit. So for the next couple months, I'm just gonna put all of my focus on YouTube and a bit of on the short form content platform as well. But either way, this week has been pretty nice. Honestly, this is what I pictured last week when I was sick. And so tomorrow we're gonna check the progress of this week and see how much we've done. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, so Saturday, last day, and we're gonna check our progress. To make it simple, I'm just gonna put it on the screen as always, and I'm just gonna read it out loud and see how many of them I actually done. I finished the Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto. Well, I finished by meaning that I finished reading it. It's still not complete because I play like a child. So it's just a pause from time to time, and that's not good. That's my next week's goal, which is playing without pause. Create and upload the action phase for the school community or the school course, which I actually deleted or deactivated more likely. But nevertheless, I did what I intended to do, but things changed. And I finished reading, worked out 4 times, listened to the podcast. Unfortunately, I only had time for listening to one podcast, and that was it. I didn't listen to the other 2. Well, technically, I started listening to the second one, but then I finished in the middle, and no excuse, I was lazy. I did not start even with the Polish, which I think next week I'm gonna focus on. I did come up with a new type of real short form content, a new style of editing, which is pretty nice. And I did not make the YouTube video which I planned. Not the vlog, this is different. I plan to make another type of video for the other channel I've got, where I'm basically gonna be sharing actual knowledge and tips and lessons that I learned from the self-improvement journey. This is just basically keeping track of my progress, but not exactly sharing my knowledge and tips. If you want to check that out, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. And I moved quite a lot of notes from Doc to Notion. I'm gonna finish uploading or moving all of the notes that I got from reading, most likely. That's gonna be the next week's task, and make the vlog, of course, it's gonna be done by today. And also I'll create the next week's deadline. And overall, this week wasn't too bad. It could have been better, as always, it could have been better, but always be satisfied with what you got as well. Yeah, this is not too bad. This is definitely not too bad. This is what I imagined or pictured last week when I was 6. This is not too bad. Next week, of course, there's gonna be more work and more progress, as always. It's the point of self-improvement journey. You always gotta be better. If you enjoyed the video, or if you wanna check out my next week's progress, subscribe and I don't know, leave a comment on whether you started your self-improvement journey or not. And if so, how is that going for you? I'll see you in the next one.